Hi everybody, Ricky here from Behind the Bars TV. Hope everybody is fit and well, and a massive thanks to all my subscribers. I'm nearly at the 30,000 mark. But in this video, I'm going to do a little appreciation video because today is Mother's Day in the UK. And I'd just like to show some appreciation to the mother of my kids, Michaela, my mum, Rose, and Michaela's mum, my mother-in-law, Andrea, also known as Mumsy, to me anyway. But I'd just like to show a bit of appreciation because I don't think mothers and the mother of our kids get enough appreciation of us lads. Don't get us wrong, I appreciate them loads and I do tell them all the time. But I think it's just nice to show it publicly like this on a video so other people can see it and they might take a little bit of inspiration from it and think, you know what it is? I don't show my mother enough appreciation, or my mother-in-law, or the mother of me kids. Yeah, because they all deserve a shout out. They've all done excellent things. My wife is the bestest mother to my kids I could ever want. She is the best. My kids don't want for anything. She's the amount of love she gives them and everything she'd done for me whilst I was in prison. She had to be mum and dad when I wasn't there. Yeah, so thanks very much for that. And a big, massive appreciation to my mum for everything she's done for me over the years, even though I've given her a load of heartache over the years by the way I used to go on and what I put her through. But yeah, just want to give appreciation and a massive shout out to my mother-in-law for everything she's done, supporting my wife whilst I wasn't here. And everything she's done for me, because a lot of people don't like the mothers-in-law. They don't really get on with them for whatever reason, but mine is the best. I get on mint with her. Yeah, she's just like my own mother. We get on great. So I'm quite lucky in that respect. But yeah, I think the mothers and the lasses deserve a massive shout out, and a shout out to all the mothers out there, everybody else's mum, everyone's mother that's doing great things. But I seen on someone's post yesterday, someone I don't know on Instagram who came up to me book launch, which is Daryl Laycock. He's on Instagram, has he's changed his name to The Streets Don't Love You. He goes around teaching kids about knife crime and different things and trying to deter them from going down that route. But I seen a post he put on yesterday and he said, you don't know a grief like it when you're grieving for your mum, because obviously he lost his mum. So when I seen that post, it felt a bit I had a lot of mixed emotions when I looked at it. I thought, like, thinking about my mum and thinking about yeah, the mothers, some of them obviously they're in the 60s, 70s. You've got to cherish every moment with them. Like I say, we've put them through a lot of stuff over the years, but when I seen that on Daryl's post yesterday, when he put you don't know grief until you're grieving for your mother, like, obviously it's a massive thing that when you only get one mum, and if you lose your mum, then. But we'll not talk about that, because I mentioned it this morning with my wife and I said it sounds a bit grim talking like that, but just cherish every moment. And like I said, with this video, when I'm making it public and letting people know out there, it might give you a little bit of inspiration to think, you know what it is? He's right. He's talking sense. I best go and check on my mother, or make sure my kids' mothers are all right, and then give them a bit of appreciation, let them know that I do appreciate what they're doing, that we do love them. And like I say, we'll put them through a lot of stuff and a lot of heartache, especially like the lads that have been in prison, because it's not just us in there serving the time, it's them out here serving the time, waiting for us to come out. And I know a lot of their do-gooders will be watching this and saying, well, why did you do that in the first place and put yourself in prison? Because some people do say silly things like that in the comments sometimes. But yes, you're all right by saying that, but you don't know the surroundings and the circumstances sometimes. But we've done it. We've done our wrongs, but we'll come out. We're out here and we're trying to make a difference. But I just thought I'd say that one, because I know a lot of people, or some people do say that in the comments and saying, where you're saying all this about your family and that, why did you do it in the first place? And why don't you mention the victims? Obviously, everybody's involved when there's a crime that goes on, and everybody suffers. The victim suffers. The person that committed the crime suffers. The victim's family suffers. Your family suffers. So everybody suffers who's involved in the crime. But it's just about realizing that as well. But I'm getting back to this video, the appreciation that I'm giving to the mothers. My mom, when I've done a couple of podcasts in the past and I've spoke about my upbringing and I've spoke about my mom, I might have come across as if, well, I don't think I did, but when I've spoke my mom before, she thinks that I didn't put her across in a very good light. But my mom gave me the best upbringing. She had three of us, three kids in 3 years. So she had all three of us to look after. And my mom done an amazing job with us. She always made sure we were fed, always made sure we had clothes, always tried our best, or she did. She didn't try, she'd done her best. So, Mom, you done great. I love the way you brought us up. You did everything you could. You didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't your fault. I went down the path I did. But I just want to let people know and let me mom see that when I'm mentioning it on here, that I don't blame my mother, not one bit. My mother done her best with us. We were brought up in a rough area, rough neighborhood, and she, like I say, she'd done everything she could. She made sure we got to school. Obviously, when I got to the bigger school, you couldn't really keep an eye on us as much when I was trouting a lot, getting into trouble. But my mom went and done a college course when she was, I think she was around about 40-year-old. And this is where inspiration came for me as well, when it's never too late. You never get too old. She went to college. I think it was about a 3-year course she'd done diplomas, and she ended up being a social worker. And she was actually working and looking after naughty kids. So she had us at home where I was going on like this, but obviously a lot of the time it was going unnoticed. And my mom was actually going to work, and she was working with young offenders or kids that are being put into like a home, and she was in looking after them. Obviously, she got on well with them because of the background she was brought up in as well, and the neighborhood we lived on. She got on well with all the kids because she knew how to talk to them, because she knew how to talk to us, knew how to treat us right. She went into that job and she knew how to treat the kids right, so she got on well with them all. And they obviously being like she was like a social worker carer. And like I say, she was doing these shifts, working in a house where they had sometimes a few residents in the house, and she was looking after all them. And my mom went on to buy her own house. So my mom didn't really have much. Like I say, when she had us three kids, she had us very young, and she looked after all three of us. Like I say, within 3 years, or three kids within 3 years. And once we got a bit older, like nearly teens years, that's when she went on to do that. And like you say, it's never too late. People might have thought, oh, Rose would never go on to do that. She would never become like a social worker, because that's the places where we grow up. Sometimes people think you can never achieve anything. She went and done all that and purchased her own house. And that's where she brought us up in. She moved us into this house, all three of us. And all three of us, when we were teenagers, we were hard work, out drinking, getting into bits of trouble. All of us coming in drunk. My sister hard work, my brother hard work, me hard work. And I should done well. So that's my appreciation to my mother. Thank you very much for everything you've done to us. Done for us, sorry. And getting back to me wife, she's stuck by me throughout everything. From the start, even when I was in Franklin prison, then went up and waited for us when I got released. And she's we had kids together, 4 kids under the age of, when I went to prison, it was four kids under the age of 8. And she'd done a brilliant job, looked after my bairns, and cannot thank her enough. And like I say, Michaela's mother, my mother-in-law, she mucked in as well and helped out and done her best. So a massive appreciation to all of them. And just like I say, it's just bringing awareness, just to let you lot back home know as well, that doesn't matter what people might think of us. People might think the way we've the things we've done in the past. We've got good hearts. We've got good women around us, and we do appreciate them. So go and tell your loved ones, go and tell your mothers, go and tell your mothers-in-laws, go and tell all the females that's around you that's good, that's doing good things for you. Tell them how much you appreciate them, because you never know when time could be up and you don't want to live with regret thinking, I wished I went and done this. I wished I'd done that. I wished I'd told them this. I love my mothers to bits. I love my wife to bits. Love my mother-in-law to bits. And I'm not afraid to say it. So you get out there and do the same. But like I say, this channel, when people's following it, it's all about talking about the prison stuff, interviewing people, ex-prisoners. I'm interviewing a lot more people as well, not just ex-prisoners, people that's turned their lives around, and doing a broad spectrum of different things on this channel. Motivation and videos like this, just to show people that just because you've been to prison as well doesn't mean you're a bad person, doesn't mean that defines you, defines the rest of your life. You might have acted violently in the past, done violent things, but that was a long time ago. People move on, and you can't live in the past. You've just got to get on with your life and make the most of it, and just try and do good things. Try and make people proud of you, and enjoy your life. Go through life being happy. Don't go through life being sad with regrets, hating on people, because you're never going to amount to anything. But with good women behind you, you'll go far. So that's that for now, people. But I will be uploading more videos. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.